Adam Payne here, and in this video I'm going to do a full walkthrough and review of a tool called Lead Creator. Lead Creator is a software that helps you build your list. As the name suggests, it helps you get more leads. I have been a member of Lead Creator pretty much since when it came out, and it's only improved and evolved since that time. It's a great tool, they've got great support, but I want to show you how to use it because when you understand and see how to use it, I think you'll be quite impressed because it really can help you build your list. And that's something that everybody, in my opinion, should be doing. So let's go and log in. So this is my account, yours will look similar. And first thing you want to do is click create a lead magnet. Let me just bring this down a little bit so it's a little bit cleaner. So what is your lead magnet about? A lead magnet should be something of value that you give people that is congruent to the piece of content that they are consuming, whether that's a YouTube video or a blog post. It should ideally solve a problem, make life easier, be of interest to that particular person. So I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to type something here about my lead magnet that I want this software to create, and then I'll show you what I've done. So give me 2 secs. Okay, so we can see here. I want to create an informational guide about the best castles to visit in Japan. My target audience is tourists who are planning to visit Japan and who have an interest in history and culture. Japan has many castles, authentic original ones, rebuilt castles, and also ruins. I'd like you to list the best ones and provide a little background to them along with any practical information a tourist would need. You can see there's a little bit of detail in this prompt. I'm not just saying I want a guide about Japanese castles, because the more information that you provide in your prompt, the better the lead magnet that you're going to get, and it's going to match expectations. So now we can click next. So let's click on next. How many words do we want this? Now this is entirely up to you, but I'm going to go with, let's go with 1,500 approximately. We'll hit next. Now this is where we need to define your AI persona so that the content is written in the style of a particular person. So for example, we've got, these are the pre-saved ones that I've got. Direct, no fluff, lead magnet expert, story-driven lead magnet expert. Again, these are basically related to personas connected to marketing. And I find a lot of the stuff inside of Lead Creator leans towards internet marketers. This isn't one of those. So I'm just going to click on that one and we'll leave it as it is. Then we're going to come down and hit next. Okay, so now we've just got to wait for this to load up. You can see here communicating with ChatGPT to generate epic titles based on your input so far. So we've got these titles here. Now we can add our own title if we want to, but exploring Japan's castles, a tourist guide to history and culture. To me, this makes sense. The ultimate castle tour, it's not really a tour. Enchanting fortresses sounds a bit wordy, so I'm going to click on this one. It's nice and simple. Click on next. So you can see on the left hand side we've got our topic, the length, the persona, the title. It's now going to create subheadings. So let's kind of come down here. So we've got castle ruins, we've got rebuilt, we've got original. So within here I'm hoping that it's going to list some of these. The rich tapestry sounds very AI, so I'm going to click on this and I'm just going to say an introduction to Japan and its castles. Nice and simple. Okay, and then we'll hit enter. And then I'm going to get rid of that one. I don't need that. Now, of course, we've got 1,500 words. If I was to add 45 subheadings, it's going to be a bit difficult for the AI to create that information within that word length. Similarly, if I have 2,000 words and one subheading, it's also going to be a bit difficult. So, you know, bear in mind that we're just using this as a tutorial. We're going to hit next. Oops, sorry. Please select at least one suggested subheading. So I'm going to go with this one, this one, this one. I'm actually going to go with all of them. I'm going to check them all. Hit next. Any additional information? Is there any additional information you want us to include for your lead magnet? This step is very important. Okay, so I'm going to say something like, please make sure you include information on these castles. And I'm going to put some castles that I know are popular in Japan. And I'm going to go with some lesser known ones, Inuyama. And this is a lesser known castle that most people don't know about, which is actually ruins. So that, of course, it might include other ones, but that's fine. Let's click on next. Now it's communicating with ChatGPT to generate the content based on our input so far. This may take 45 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, depends on, all of this stuff here. So I'll pause the video and be back when it's ready. As soon as I pause the video, it basically did it. So we've got an introduction to Japan and its castles, original castles, and the key thing is it's put Inuyama Castle in here. Inuyama Castle is not that far from where I live, and it's Japan's oldest original castle. I also know that Himeji Castle is original as well. Rebuilt, I know that Osaka and Nagoya were rebuilt. Nagoya Castle was bombed during World War II. I live in Nagoya. And we've got Naegi, which I know is castle ruins. So I know accuracy looks pretty good. But let me come back up here and let's kind of open this up. So this is where you can make changes and edits. Now, again, it's AI. AI makes mistakes. AI is not perfect. It can sometimes be verbose. It loves to add these little dashes in. So you want to come in here and you can, proofread it, ensure accuracy, delete things that you don't like, add things that you want. That's entirely up to you. And you want to spend time to do this for each section. I know it's AI and it's designed to save you time, but these little edits that you make manually are going to give the people that opt in a better lead magnet. Here's what most people don't realise. There's an unspoken story in every... Okay, so again, we're not going to spend too much time doing this. I just wanted to show you how to do it. So let's assume that we're happy. We hit next. Oh, sorry, main focus content. I've got to do that. So let's go with this one as the main focus content, original castles. And then we're going to come down and hit next. And then we're going to create the lead magnet. So again, now we've got to just wait for a few secs. It's going to bring it up in here. And this is where we can make it look slightly aesthetically more pleasing. This is where we can add images, add links, etc. So again, I'll pause the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just double click the heading and make it centered. So that's how you do that. You've got kind of a basic editor up here. I do have an article on this, so I'm going to grab the URL of the article and then I can come in here and just find, something in here. I don't want to do it too high up. So let's come down and let's just, click on that. For example, I'll highlight that. Click link, add it in there, hit the tick. So now we've got the actual hyperlink to an article. Let's say that we want to add an image. I'm going to come down and find this section here. So we're going to just hit enter, make a space. It says here, press the / for command. So we'll do that. Then we've got image, so we're going to click on insert image. I've got my image ready. I'm going to open this up and it's going to bring my image in here. This is actually a photo that I took from my site of Naegi Castle Ruins. So you can add images. You need to add, I believe, images that are 500 KB or below. So if your images are higher than that, or bigger than that, I should say, they may not upload. I would like them to increase that, but it is what it is. Obviously, this is AI, so we've got a ton of these dashes, etc. But again, you get the kind of idea. So when you are happy with how it reads, then what you'll want to do is just come back up here. Let's just show you a few other things that you can do. Let's say here you want to highlight that. You could, make it a different color. So you could make it a blue. Add H2 tags and all of this stuff. Change the font size, etc. Basic editing stuff. So this saves kind of automatically, which is good. But this is our lead magnet. We need to give it to people. Now, back previously, you'd need to upload this to Amazon S3, get a link, open up your email autoresponder, put it in there. And if suddenly you need to edit your lead magnet, you've got to come back and do this whole process again. This is where this tool really excels. So if I click on email capture, we get these different steps to go through. So we've got these templates. So we can click on these and you'll see these populate on the right hand side. This is going to be how we get people to opt in to grab. So I'm going to go with ebook style Actually, no, I'm not going to go with standard. That's nice and easier. I'm then going to come down to form fields, and then I'm going just to put something in here. Best Japanese castles to visit. You can underline, italicize, bold, change the font, etc. But that's fine now. Then subtitle, I'll just put grab the guide, grab the insider guide. Then if we come down here to I want to keep reading, I want the guide. Name and email, we'll leave it as is. Privacy policy, you can either link to your own one, or if left empty, Lead Creator will use its own one, so that's cool. I don't want double opt-in. I want people to be able to opt in, but Lead Creator does have technology whereby if people enter a fake email address, it won't work, so don't worry about that. Now if we click on styles, we can change the background, the button color, so I could make it a little bit of an orangey one. I'm not going to change the button text color, but I could if I want to. Header, again, if I put this left, right, obviously center makes more sense. And then the trigger, I want this to blur. So what's going to happen is I'm going to share this link when it's all done. They're going to start to read their guide, and then after, let's say, 2 seconds, it's going to blur. And if they want to continue reading, they've got to opt in. That's how it's going to work. You can have these other options as well, whereby if people scroll their mouse or click something, that's when this pops up, but I'm going to leave it as is for now. Now, this is a little thing that's very important, and it can, you know, it's tricked me before. If you go to the next step without saving, you lose everything. It's a little bit frustrating. I wish they'd change it, but they haven't yet. So we're going to click on Save Changes. So now that's saved. Integrations. This is where we integrate with an autoresponder. Now, if you don't have an autoresponder, all of your leads will be saved inside of Lead Creator for you to download later. As you can see, they integrate with a ton of different autoresponders. Pretty sure you'll find your one here. For me, I'm going to open up Aweber. So we'll open this up, and I've got to find my list. So it's my Japan list. There we go. It's that list there. So now whenever anybody opts in, they automatically go onto the right list. If you want to add your tags, you can do that here. That's saved automatically. Oh, is it saved? Yes, it's saved automatically. Let's click on Save Changes just in case. Okay, bingo. Okay, luckily I did that. Social slider, if you want to add proof. So I could just go turn this on, and I could say has just got access to this amazing Japanese castle guide. And this is not fake, this is real. So when they go to, you know, see the page, there's going to be a pop-up, and it's going to be someone's name here, whoever that person is, and say they've just got access to this amazing Japanese castle guide. So this just, you know, adds to a little bit of a social proof. We'll hit save. I don't need to worry about this expiring. You can have these expire, so they're time limited if you want to. There's a scarcity maker if you only want to have a certain number available. So I could turn this on, for example, and then I could say maximum allowed. So, you know, let's just say we only want to give 10 of these away, and when the maximum is downloaded, I could have them redirect to my actual blog post. So we could do that. That's entirely up to you. But again, you know, I'm actually not going to do that, but I'm going to show you that's just how you do it. So we're not going to worry about this for now. And as always, save the changes as you go through. Now, as for settings, what you can do, if you can turn on your Lead Creator footer branding, and then what you can do is you can add your affiliate link later. So if I'll do it now, click on this, I'll add my affiliate link. So if anybody, you know, sees the branding and clicks on it, it's through my affiliate link. Now, as for the slug and the domain, you can connect domains. So I've got a little domain related to Japan, and I'm also going to put castle guide update. Oh, I'm already using this, so let's put Japan. Let's put Japan castle guide. Did that work? Okay, bingo. So now whenever anybody goes to that URL, japaninsiderclub.club/Japan castle guide, which we'll see shortly, that they are going to get redirected to consume the content, and then the pop-up's going to appear. I'll share this shortly. Footer links, you can add your scripts here, you know, Facebook, pixels, header, tracking, all of that stuff. Footer links, maybe you might want to say, for example, blog, and then I'm just going to go and grab the actual URL of the blog. Okay, we've got that, click outside and save. You could put a YouTube channel, a Facebook group, affiliate link, whatever. And if you want to, page background, if you want to do that, you can change that, the background color of the page color, the shadow color. But again, I'm not going to worry about that, so we'll just leave it as is. Now, all of these things done, we go back to content editor. And now what we can do is we can hit publish. So now this is live. Okay, let's just close that off. Now I'm going to click on view and people are going to start to see this, and you can see the URL is here that I set. They start to read this and after 2 seconds this pops up, and if they want to continue reading they've got to opt in or close the page if they don't. And this link I can put below YouTube videos related to Japanese castles that I might make. I can put it inside of my blog so people click on it. I might say click here to get the guide, they start reading it, and then this pops up. Can share it on Facebook page, social media, groups, etc. But this is a great way to build a list, to build a newsletter that you can start then communicating with. Now, of course, Lead Creator makes this whole process super simple. How much does Lead Creator cost? Well, we can see that it's $37 per month and everything comes unlimited and there are no upsells or downsells or any of that stuff. You get absolutely everything within a $37 a month package. And if you are building a list, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. They are adding a lot of features and functionalities, as we speak. It's really well supported. They've got an active Facebook group, an active WhatsApp group. I know the owner, Philip, really good guy. We met once in London several years back. All in all, this comes with my highest recommendation. However, the only caveat is building a list doesn't guarantee you make an ROI. In order to make an ROI, you need to understand how to do email marketing properly. And if you're still watching this video and you would like to learn that, I'm going to give you a free gift, naturally using Lead Creator below this video. And that is going to show you how to come up with ideas for your emails, regardless of the business that you are in. Thank you for watching. Any questions, let me know below this video and I'll see you again soon. Take care.